Hello and good evening. Welcome to Wednesday night. I am Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. Hope everyone has had a lovely week. It has been a very interesting week, energetic wise as well. So let me know in the comments what it is that you have been feeling. And I just want to touch on why you're doing it. Also, don't forget to hashtag and let me know where you're watching from as well. Just a bit of housekeeping before we do get started. I do ask people to help me spread the love. Invite your friends and family. Let them know that we are here because you never know who may get a message through or some information that may help them moving forward in their life as well. If you are watching from anywhere else, from Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, Body, Mind and Soul, Inner Soul, or any of those other pages, Women in Business, that we cross post to, please do jump over to mytimetv.live. The link should be in the comments above so I can see your comments here in the background as we are. Hey, Mum. My mum is here watching, and Natalia is here saying hello. Napia, sorry, honey, if I said your name wrong, is here as well. And we certainly will get through and answer some questions very shortly. So, um, wow, what a week it's been. I know a lot of people that I have spoken to this week are finding that the energy has changed. We've gone from feeling very much down, flat, exhausted, being tested type of thing to very much feeling run off our feet and in that very heightened energy at the moment. And I know myself, it's like there's this long list of stuff to do, and kind of all of a sudden, it's like we're getting our focus back, our drive, our passion back, where we have struggled for probably nearly a month with that. So I get the feeling the energy is shifting finally, and it is going to be much more positive energy come May, or the end of April into May, than what we have put up with within the month of April so far. So let me know what it is you're feeling. We have Steph here saying hi, watching in Australia. Beautiful. And Sammy is also here as well. God, my eyesight's not too good tonight. I probably, actually, I do look tired as I am feeling. It has been a crazy busy day in front of the computer and on the phone, so that is all good. And we have the lovely Simone here joining in as well. Tracy is here for saying hi from New Zealand. Hey, honey, I hope it is a little bit warmer over there where you are. It's getting pretty cold here in the Adelaide Hills at night. I've actually sat with my nana rug on my knee for half an hour before coming live, which probably wasn't a good idea because it just made me want to have a sleep. So, and I certainly will, Tracy, get to answering questions in a moment. What I do is ask people to ask direct questions, because I want to try and get to as many of you as possible. I've just noticed I don't actually have my border on at the moment. Oh, they've given us some new ones, but we won't play with those tonight. So there we go. If you would like to join my Inner Circle, LWPM Inner Circle yearly membership, the link for it is above my head here, leannewinston.com/become a member, where you can join and take up the ability to come live on the shows every Wednesday night with me, ask questions, get a mini reading. There are also blogs that I send out. The members this week have received their first video blog. So if you're watching and you're a member and you haven't checked your emails just recently, please do so, because in the last few days I have sent out I think I did it Monday by memory, sent out a video blog to you guys as well. I'll just move my camera slightly so I can see my comments. We have the lovely Roz here in the background. Hey, Roz, how are you, honey? Tracy's saying electric blanket time. I honestly am very much considering turning mine on. It is crazy. Either that or take off the cotton sheets and put the flannelette sheets back on the bed. That would be my next step, I think. That could be tomorrow's job while hubby's home to help me do that. Hey, Diane, we've got Diane here as well. I will certainly answer those questions shortly, honey. Beautiful Emily is here. And Steph's just saying, if you are drawn to me, thank you. We certainly will come back to those questions very shortly. And that's one thing I really want to make. I don't know. Spirit has its own ideas. I come up with a subject that I would like to talk about each week or most weeks, sort of thing, and Spirit sort of has a habit of taking it in a different direction. For example, Monday I started my 5-day Epic Life 5-day challenge that is free for anybody who wants to join in. That is a private group, and you need to message me to join that group, and I will give you the link to join in. But for those members that are, or those people that are already in there, my followers that are already in there, you will find there has been 3 days of videos already. Monday, I started talking about breath work and energy work, and all of a sudden, Spirit's taken a whole different direction on how we can use energy or our breath to do our healing, to heal the pain, physical stuff as well with that. So, like I said, I set my intentions with Spirit, well, intentions to what I want to talk about, and Spirit certainly does take it in a different direction. Hey, Dana is here as well, and Tracy agrees. It certainly is flannelette sheet time in that way. I guess what's coming up for me at the moment is when people actually start to think about where they're heading, what direction they're heading in, what it is that you want in your life, because I am seeing a lot of old habits, old patterns coming up where people are very much focused on the same thing over and over and over. And it is more that lower vibration energy in that way. And we're getting stuck in those old patterns. So take note of what your thought patterns are, what it is that you are coming up with. Where does your mind go? How do you break those old cycles? Now, half the time, breaking those old cycles is acknowledging that you are in those old cycles. Have that clear mind of what it is that you want and move forward, towards it, because I know in myself, I'm frustrated in the last couple of months on the way things are. I am so over it and ready for change. I'm ready to take that next step in my personal life and grab that energy by the horns, so to speak, and move into it. Okay. I am not a patient person by far. Those that know me, and my mum will totally agree with me, I am the sort of person that gets something in my head and I've got to have it now. All right. I've been patient for a bit. I've been patient for a couple of months now. And now I'm at that stage is I need it now. Okay. So look at what it is you're manifesting. Look at what it is you're focusing on. Is it serving a purpose? Okay. Now, just before I go on with that, guys, please do know we do have scammers here in the background. My gorgeous friend Roz is, I had to laugh because I just inboxed Roz, messaged Roz, is monitoring things as well. Please do not engage with them. Okay, you open up that line engagement, you get harassed. They are scammers. They will want your money or want to give you something for free and then harass you for money. So please don't do it. And please do not hand over any bank account details or credit card details in that way. Okay. And Jelly is saying, Emily, wrong one. Sorry. Jelly, Emily. And also, friends, it looks like they're asking you to friend request them as well. Please do not, because they hack your pages. All right. They can bugger off and find a proper job. Okay. I will say it. I don't care today. All right. And that's all the energy we're going to give them for now. Okay. and what you got to do to move past it. Okay. Because I'm finding lately a lot of people are asking the same questions over and over and over again. And what happens when we do that, we become very much in our head and overthink things. Okay. But we become very focused. The energy can become very stale and caught up in that lower vibration, negative, sort of heavier energy in that sense. So if you're somebody that overthinks things, becomes very stressful, under pressure in that side of it, take a step back, take a moment and take a deep breath. Okay. Because when we do that, we're going to reground ourselves, we're going to align ourselves. It's really important, especially the way that energy has been lately, not to react to other people's actions. Okay. Because what we are doing is we're stepping in and getting dragged into that in heightened energy, and it's going to just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. We feed that energy. I know sometimes it can be really hard to make change or pull ourselves up knowing that we are doing it. But at the moment, we're in a space where we're going through a lot of change within ourselves. The universal energy is aligning and allowing that change to come through. But we've got to do the work on ourselves first. All right. So if you're somebody that has been doing the work on yourself, then you're going to find that you're going to move forward quickly. You're going to move in more of a focused direction, in a positive direction in that side of it. So, Sammy, I certainly will get back to questions in a minute. Tracy's saying she is a big overthinker and I hate it. Okay. So, honey, there are tools out there that help you to break those cycles. Okay. The first one that comes to mind that I quite often share with people, Karen, you're very welcome, honey. Um, the very first thing that comes to mind that I share with people is take your focus from your head down to your feet and wiggle your toes, because what you're going to do is feel the way your toes will touch your soles of your feet or the ground and the top of your shoe, sort of thing, when you move it. Because if you're moving your toes, you're thinking about what your toes are doing, not what your head's doing. All right. Another one is put your left hand on your right shoulder, right hand on your left shoulder. Now, I know that looks a little bit backwards on the screen to you guys, and cross over, because where you're crossing your arms is pretty much on your heart chakra area. And what you can do from then is take your focus down into where they are touching and crossing over, and imagine a loved one's face in there. All right. So the picture of a loved one, whether they're here or in spirit, it doesn't matter. So imagine your loved one there and you're breathing that energy into that space. Okay. So what you're once again doing is taking yourself from that head energy down into the heart space. All right. So there is just a couple of tips or tricks and tools, or whatever you want to call it, that I have learnt over the years to be able to do that. Tracy says she's been working on it though. Well done, honey. Keep up the good work, because it really does. It really does take practice, and it takes time to break old cycles. All right. Hey, Sarah, just say hi to you. I will come back to questions very shortly. As well. And Kieran is saying, thank you. Feeling like I've been going nuts lately, just over everything. Honey, it's not you, it's the energy. And this is where I say, take that step back out of the energy, ground yourself, take a nice deep breath, allow yourself to see the bigger picture in that sense. All right. Emily says, mine isn't if I'm good enough or am I doing enough. So you're getting very much in your head thinking with that. Okay. Trust and surrender. Okay. And that's the thing, because a lot of us are putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. All right. Know that you are good enough. Talk yourself into it, honey, because what we are doing is that overthinking brings doubt, then we question ourselves and then we create blockages and hold ourselves back, so to speak. So if you can um, just keep reminding yourself, okay? Tell yourself, I am good enough. I am enough. All right. So look at your wording when you do things like that. Look at making sure they are direct, sharp wording, not, oh, could I be enough? I might be enough, where you're bringing that down. Okay. And when you do it, repeat it 3 times because our brain needs to have that repetition to break the old cycles and stay in that mindset. Okay. So for myself, I have a saying that I do several times a day, and I don't just repeat it once, I repeat it 3 times each time I do it. And that's a habit that I'm getting into. And when you do that, it's really amazing how much difference it does make when you do stuff like that as well. Because it's not just the fact that you're talking yourself into it, you start to believe it. Okay. Your body, your memory cells remember that stuff. All right. Because quite often our monkey mind will take over and take us back into those old cycles. All right. So there's something else that we can also take on. Hopefully, you can take on board and remember. Michelle says, good advice. We'll have to give it a go. Give it a try, honey. It's just finding stuff that works for you. All right. But no, thank you for those tricks and tools. With the shoulder one, is it right to left first? Left to right, right to left. Okay. So it probably won't matter which order you do it in. It really is very much more about bringing that focus down. I'm left-handed, so I go left to right, right to left sort of thing. So, like I said, it's about where you're taking that attention to. Okay. All right. Could really. Okay, so we've got a few people asking for messages. What I'm going to do, because I've had a pretty full-on week this week, I'm going to use the cards again. So if you would like a reading, you can ask a question and I will pull a card and read for you. So the cards I'm using are Inner Soul guidance cards. Myself and my lovely co-author friend Deb have created the Inner Soul cards to teach. We are waiting for acknowledgement that they are here in Australia. I'm pretty sure they are sitting in Brisbane in customs, but we're just waiting for customs to release them. So it won't be too long before they are out. Okay. So I'm going to do a couple before I jump into connect with the lovely members that are sitting nice and patiently down in the lobby area. Let me just grab random names tonight. Okay, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So let's go with Kieran. I think I did say, yep, I did see somewhere that you would love a message. So honey, you are very much first up. Let me just give them a bit of a shake. I haven't used them for a couple of days. I'm too busy creating workshops, so that's been pretty exciting stuff as well. All right, honey, so the card that you have pulled is the Rise card. All right, so get back in touch with yourself. It's more about realigning yourself at the moment and look at your true self, your beliefs, your emotions, and align yourself in that moment. Become one with the universe, sort of thing. And when you do that, your vibrations are going to rise. You're going to find that you're going to be more energetic. So whether you're feeling a bit flat at the moment, you're going to find there's going to be a lot of change coming around you very shortly, honey. All right. So I get excitement coming with you. All right. So wishing you all the very best. Michelle, I think you said beautiful card. Thank you, honey. That caught my attention. So let's do yours. Would love a beautiful card if you feel the need, just need some idea. Okay, I'm very much about going back within ourselves at the moment and finding that passion again, because I think it's been sort of drained out a little bit in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So, all right, the card I have for you is breathe. Release what no longer serves you. Find your inner energy and balance. So let's look at taking that deep breath, stepping back, like I said before, out of the energy and just grounding yourself. But I do feel there are things that are holding you back from moving forward, honey. So it's time to process. It's time to let go, and it's time just to align yourself and nurture you at the moment. All right. So wishing you all the very best. Karen says, oh my God, thank you so much. I have been flat. That has made my day. Looking forward to the change. Wonderful, hun. We can get that change happening. We can start moving things in our lives. So have a look at, whoops, holographic colors are beautiful. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. I didn't actually click on your message. That did come up by itself. So, as I was saying, we can take charge and we can make changes in our lives. So, we are the ones in control. We just need to know how to use that energy, how to bend time and align ourselves in that energy to create that magic that we are truly looking for at the moment. Okay. So, Natea, yours caught my eye. My dad's 6-year anniversary is the weekend. Is there any messages he has for my family and I? All right. I just feel that 6 years has passed really quickly, honey. So, whether it still feels like just recently that you lost him, I feel like my heart goes out to you, honey, as well. So, whether you are sort of feeling the sadness a little bit at the moment, I got cards jump out for you, hun, and I actually have, I'm sure that's 3 cards. It is 3 cards, but 2 are stuck together. The first card is the wings card that came out, and the wings says, spread your wings and take flight. There are no limitations. So what is holding you back lately? What's stopping you from moving forward? But I also feel like the wings you connect, so whether it's through birds, butterflies, dragonflies, the animal, like the bugs and stuff with wings, I feel like connect to your dad in that sense. The next card that come out was the scorpion. So be careful of what you're saying at the moment. Be careful of that sting. So whether you're finding yourself to be a little bit opinionated or you're sort of putting yourself out there a bit more than normal, I just get be careful. That's a bit of a warning card at the moment for you. And I get the reference to let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Release release the past to the universe and allow inner peace to replace it. All right. So find that peace within. Okay. So whether you need to do some healing around your dad's passing still at the moment, but I just feel like the energy is getting quite heightened around you at the moment. So whether it's for you or another family member, just remember you are all going through your own things and deal with grief in your own way. So I just feel like people are being triggered a little bit in the upcoming to Dad's anniversary. I feel he just wants peace. He wants his family to come together. I feel there's some beautiful memories to be honoured. So whether you are finding a way to honour him for his anniversary or leading up to it, I actually feel somebody else's birthday is coming up as well. So he wants to send the birthday wishes. So somebody's either just literally had their birthday or it's about to come. All right. Michelle says, good advice. We'll have to give it a go. Wonderful, honey. All right. So let's leave it there for a second. Before I do jump into the members area, I think where are we? I just realized I don't have the crawler down there. Let me create a new one. Crawler in a guidance.com. I'm putting the .com. My eyes are blurry, and that is usually a symptom of my fibromyalgia playing up. If you want to order your own deck of cards, let me move that so I can see my screen. For the Inner Soul Guidance cards, please jump onto the website coming along the bottom of the screen, innersoulguidance.com.au, and you can order your deck. And the moment they land here in Adelaide, we will be posting them out to all the lovely people that have ordered. All right, so let's say hi to the gorgeous Jenny. Let me bring her up. Okay. She it's gonna I can hear you. Just let me hide you and rebring you. For some reason, Jenny doesn't want to come up. You're stuck in the green room, honey. That is really weird. Let me just hide you, and I'll jump to somebody else, and I'll try that, and then I will try you again. All right. Okay.
Hello.
Right. Hey, Tony. I can't seem to get you guys to come up. So, so, honey, did you have a question you would like to ask? Maybe I'll have to do it this way. It seems that there is something going on between Facebook and the third party by the look of the warnings I'm getting on my screen. So nobody can actually hear you at the moment or see you. But I can hear. Oh, there we go. Now I've got you. Let me see. Yep. So maybe we'll just have to go back and forth between screens between yourself and I when we're talking. All right. So, hun, did you have a question you'd like to ask?
Yes, please. I've been through a lot of mixed emotions, up and down, really, really sick and stressed and everything with my moving and stuff. And I'm now at a rest home, and I just want to know why my guides want me here, because I've been manifesting to live in a place on my own.
Yeah.
And that, but at the moment it's probably good for me to be here for my health anyway.
I think you just answered your own question.
I know, but I was just wondering, what about the workshop and readings and things like that?
Can you do it online?
Yeah, I can, but do they want me to carry on, or?
I think when the time is right, you will. As I think I said a couple of weeks ago or last week, I'm not sure which week it was, now is the time to nurture you. Now is the time to put that focus and get you right before you can do that work. Because as you know, when we're doing this work, it takes a lot out of us physically.
It does.
Sort of thing in that side of it. So I would suggest you take this time now to be able to nurture yourself, get your health right, or get it to the best place that you possibly can in that sense. Because I just feel you're on a bit of a roller coaster at the moment with it.
I am. Yeah. Do you feel like I'll be here for a long time, like forever type thing, or?
I want to say maybe a couple of months at the most. I do feel that the process will keep going to find your own place and somewhere close to where you are now. All right.
That's good.
So it's just a matter of having a place to open up close by is the reference I get. I want to be in independent living with you, but somewhere where you've got that close support at the same time.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want. Right. That's what I've been manifesting. So exactly.
Yep. So keep manifesting it. Oh, you're very welcome, honey. Just keep manifesting. One more question. Yeah.
One more quick question. Do you see me finding a companion?
Yes, in time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's nice. No, thank you. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that.
Just surrender to it, honey. I'll allow it to happen.
Okay. I will. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome, honey. You take care of yourself, and I hope you feel much better very soon.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hon. You're welcome. You too. Bye for now. So beautiful. Hopefully you guys, when I'm on screen, could hear Tony talking. I know I can, but I can also hear them when they're down in the green room in that sense. So, Ros, maybe if you could let me know if you're still there, if you can hear Tony for the whole time with that, okay? And that's the thing. We need to be focusing on what we're moving forward to. Like Tony said, she's trying to manifest her own home partner, like a companion and stuff like that. So I'm a big believer these days on not focusing on how you're going to make it happen. Focus on what it is you want, why you truly want it, and when you want it by, okay? And be reasonable in doing that as well. Thank you, Roz. I really appreciate that. Yep, you could hear. I seem to only have one window in the background. So let's give Jenny another go. Obviously, we may not be able to bring Jenny up, but we will certainly hear her. I can bring her up by herself. Hey, hun, how are you going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
That's good. I am good. Technology is certainly challenging a bit this week.
I know. I feel like I should move closer to the light as well. I thought that sometimes when I'm in the green room, I'm really dark, and then I come up and I'm quite bright. But tonight I just seem to be quite dark.
Yeah, it's very weird when it does that. So, like I said, it's technology for you. Just before we get started, Hannah, I just want to remind people there are some scammers in the background making comments. Please don't inbox anybody that asks you. If you're not sure, if they ask you to PM them, inbox them, message them, ignore them. It's not worth the effort. Okay, they'll scam you for all you will have, and that's how they make their livings. It's pretty sad, isn't it, Jenny, when people have got to be like that?
It is. I feel really sorry for those people that the love scams that people get caught up in. I feel so bad for them because they're just lonely people and they think that they've found love, and it's really heartbreaking how much money people lose from those things.
Yeah, definitely. But not even just the love side of it. People that are really hanging out and need some direction or feeling lost in their life sort of thing, because I see it quite often. People get, I don't want to say desperate, but it pretty much is a form of desperate energy where they just need that guidance. They don't know where else to turn or where to look. Back, and then if you want more, like, hey, you've paid me $20, but if you want more, it's another $20 or $50 for the rest sort of thing, and it's a total rip-off in that sense. So it breaks my heart when that happens a lot.
Yeah,
it is happening a lot. So so how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been okay. It's flown by. It feels like it was only like yesterday that I was talking to you last week.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I was sitting here thinking today, how it's, excuse my French, it's May in a couple of weeks or less than a couple of weeks.
I know.
Where's the year gone?
That's almost halfway. We're almost halfway.
Nearly Christmas time again.
I know. Oh my goodness.
That is a bit scary. So I'm getting old fast.
Yeah. And I think I'm still kind of getting used to daylight saving as well, because I'm quite tired. But sleepy because I've been waking up early, and I think I was had a quite interrupted sleep last night, which is quite unusual for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I'll keep it short and sweet tonight because I think I want to get to bed.
I don't blame you. It's actually quite interesting at the moment, because I did read something this morning that over the last 2 or 3 weeks, a lot of people are waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. So it will be around the same time every time. So we're having restless sleeps. We're not getting into that deep sleep and staying there. It's like between 2 and 4 a.m. we're waking up and we're wide awake and having trouble getting back to sleep in that sense. So it's quite interesting what this energy is actually doing to us. I know I've had 3 or 4 nights in a row. I'm waking up and I just can't get back to sleep in that sense. And then when the sun's up, I seem to doze back off.
I'm the same. I've been battling not having naps during the day, because I'm like, you're just going to stuff up your sleep. So you just have to stay awake. Yeah.
That's it. Nadine, is saying it hurts of losing people in your life. It certainly does, honey. And that's where we need to take the time and allow ourselves that space to grieve in whatever way we need to. All right. So, but it's people that prey on that drive me nuts, sort of thing, that prey on those that are going through things. So, yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely been a very quick, full-on week. But I feel like myself, I feel like I've achieved a lot. What about yourself this week?
No, not really. There's always more that I could achieve, and my stuff continues, which I was actually thinking earlier on today as I was making my dinner. I was like, I should shoot Leanne a quick email, but I just never got around to it. So I'll shoot you through a quick email and give you a date. But things continue.
Yeah. Well, when you said that, I just dropped 2 cards out of my deck of cards. And the first one was the emotions card. Acknowledge your feelings while being present in this moment. So look at what's coming up for you and how it's actually sitting with you at the moment, because I do feel that it's shifting. And the path is the other card. The path is not always easy, but believe in your journey. So to me, I get the feeling the end result is worth it, sort of thing. So it has been a journey already.
That's very funny. That is very funny and very appropriate.
Yeah, but I believe that we have to travel those pathways to make us stronger. So look at the strength, the willpower. They're trying to wear you down, honey. That's the end picture, sort of thing.
I just want an easy life. I just want a simple life. I'm not asking for, to win the lotto or anything. Just to be simple. There's no drama would be great.
Exactly. Hey, everybody's going big, sort of thing. So maybe you need to start looking bigger. Start putting those demands out there in that sense.
Well, yeah, if I was making huge demands, I think it'd be easier to swallow, because I'm like, I'm being a bit of a diva, but I'm not. So I think it's particularly unfair, but yeah.
So would you say you're a people pleaser?
Yes and no. I used to be a big people pleaser.
Yep.
But lately, I think I'm just, as I get older, I just kind of go, well, you either like me or you don't. And, I don't go out of my way to upset people.
No.
But, I am what I am. You're not going to change me. Good luck to anyone who tries.
I love the fact that you said that, honey, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to cave, and they're not going to beat you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's
very stubborn. Very stubborn.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Stay stubborn.
Oh dear. Well,
it's interesting energy, but I think that, for me, mine was when I went through something along the lines of you, similar but different situation, sort of thing. Mine was a 3-year journey, sort of thing.
3 years.
3 years from start to finish, but that was different times too. I'm talking 18, 19 years ago, sort of thing, and I'm talking massive company. Yours is slightly, mine was more independent, let's put it that way, sort of thing, with that side of it, without saying too much. But so stay strong. It's funny because my footrest under my feet just collapsed, and I'm getting, you've got a strong structure under you. It's just mine has decided to collapse. I'm not meant to have my feet up, obviously.
Well, I appreciate the cards anyway. I was just dropping in to say hello. I didn't really have any questions or anything, but if they fell out, they fell out, and
they jumped out.
So, I appreciate it.
Yeah, beautiful, hon. Well, it's always good to see you and your smiling face. So you enjoy the rest of the week, and stay nice and warm. I know it's cold up here.
Yeah, me too. It's getting that way. It got cold really quickly.
It has. It really has.
Last week it was beautiful. And now
that's it. I think I've had the heater on by about 5:30 the last couple of nights by memory. So it's just berserk.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
the Ugg boots are coming out of the cupboard very shortly.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right.
All right, hon, will you take care and all the best.
You too. Thanks. I'll speak to you.
Thanks, hon.
Thanks.
Look forward
Bye.
to it. Bye. All right. You have to send me that email, hun, and it helps if I turn myself back on. Oh my goodness, it's not the night for technology not to work properly, and I'm not going to reload myself just in case something else goes wrong. So we've got a couple of lovely people here saying hi to Roz in the background. I'm sure Roz has probably seen them by now. And it's loving light to you. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it, and loving blessings back to you too, hun. All right, let me pull you a card, honey. I know you didn't ask for one, but it. Oh, hang on. There's a comment up further. I completely understand exactly what you're going through. I've experienced loss of my own life. Oh, honey. All right. So the snake card is the one that has come out. The snake card says, shed your skin, prepare to heal and transform. You are always evolving. So I get there's a lot of growth happening around you at the moment, honey. So look at the changes coming in. All right. Let's say hi to Dee and see maybe Dee can come up. No, I can hear you, hun, but it's not counting you in. How are you, hun?
I'm good, thank you. Very tired. We've got flooded in Cairns.
Oh, my goodness.
As soon as the road opened, I just jumped in the car at lunchtime, drove 9 hours, and I'm in Bowen. It's like,
where's Bowen from Cairns?
9 hours out of Cairns, and I've got 9 hours to home.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So it's a bit of a drive.
It was, and with old person bladder, you got to stop every hour.
The joys, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't get any easier as we get older, though, does it?
No, it's like it times you out. It's like, hello.
Yeah, I was going to say the joys of being a woman and having kids, but I know some men that are very much like that as well. So.
I know between me and my grandson, it was like toilet break.
Yep, that's it. So I like the toilet breaks in the sense that I get out and stretch my legs. That
exactly
sort of is a big thing for me as well. So I'm just going to leave you down in the green room. People can obviously hear you as far as I know. Yes. Roz is saying she understands the bladder, so yes, I would say she can hear you as well, just rather than making people dizzy going back and forth. So, yeah. So how long are you there for, hun?
I'm overnight in Bowen, and then as soon as we get up in the morning, we're heading home.
Yeah,
we leave back to Gladstone, so I can't wait.
Yeah, so is there part of the cyclone stuff would have moved through already, wouldn't it? Or is there another weather front coming?
No, it was a big low, but we had something like 600 mils in 3 days or something.
Wow, that's huge.
It was just rain after rain, and where I was staying was up a range at my daughter's place, so there was landslide, trees falling down, cars sliding out. That's just a regular event. But just the flooding along the way was in Ingham, which was about 3 hours drive from Cairns, 2.5 hours drive. So it was down to one lane, but I've never driven through water across road before, so that was really like, okay,
yeah, nice and slow.
Yeah, you can see the rush of the water underneath you, and you're like, oh, please don't stop, please don't stop.
Yeah, that's it. See, I've got a 4-wheel drive, and I love that stuff. I love playing in water. My kids always joke because when we have a decent amount of rain, and it's a puddle on the side of the road, I'm the one that's got to go through it. But I have learned my lesson because I started that when I got my P's, and the very first time I went out in the rain, it's like, puddle, I'm going to play in it. I soaked the poor kid walking to school on the side of the road. And did I feel so guilty? I'm thinking, well, he's no wetter because he was drenched anyway. So I always look now, who's around? Am I going to get anybody?
I know, on the toilet where I'll see a puddle and I'll see someone walking and I'm thinking, should I? Shouldn't I? No, karma's going to bite me.
No, that's naughty thoughts.
Don't go through the puddle.
Yeah, well, at least I look now. Maybe if there was I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy these days. So
I know, but it's
like you
so
said, karma.
tempting.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it. So
it's funny
it
when
is
you're
quite
younger, you don't think about karma. Now when you're older, you're like, no, karma's bad.
That's it. And I laugh because my kids tell me off every time, Mum, do you have to do that? And I'm thinking, well, now you've got your license. Do you do that? So it is quite funny. So just a reminder to those people in the comments where people are inboxing you, asking them to inbox yourself for a reading, please ignore them. They are scammers. So we've got a few more coming up all of a sudden. So did you have a question you'd like to ask for a card, honey?
Do you have a message from my mum?
Okay. Whew. All right. When you said that, my chest just went really heavy, but the card I have pulled is the Mountain card. All right.
Yeah.
It's you are a tower of strength. Push forward. Use your wisdom and determination to help reach your desired outcome. All right. So would I be right in saying you've been questioning yourself a bit lately?
Yeah. I actually turned to Roz there at one stage, and I approached my daughter how she suggested, and it worked. And
Good.
I've been questioning not going into things like a bull in a china shop.
Yep.
So it's
good
new
idea
to me, but doing the applications, I question everything I'm writing because my mind goes blank.
Yeah. Trust. Throw yourself in and just allow it to flow. So take a deep breath before you do the application. Set your intentions that you want to fill it out to the best of your knowledge and the way that's going to grab their attention, and just write it. All right. Don't overthink it, because my feeling is when you're overthinking it, you're going over the same words type of thing. So just let it flow. Allow it to feel natural, like you're just writing this person a letter, so to speak, in that side of it. Okay. But I get, hang in there, you are strong. She's making reference to the need to trust in that. Okay. And I love the fact that you are slowing down. Like you said, Ross has helped you with the way that you approach your daughter. It has worked. Look at how you can put that energy also into other parts of your life as well. Okay. Remember, the universe has been really enlightened the last few weeks, and we are now starting to go through that change, but it is about stepping back out of that energy as well. All right.
It is. I do feel like I've been racing the last couple of weeks and jumping, not jumping, but flitting from one thing to the next. And I just something's telling me, go home, breathe.
Yeah, back to your own space where you're at home in your own safe place, and reground yourself.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
All right. Yeah. Rosa is saying, hey, everybody, following on both Facebook and YouTube. It's fun. Okay. I thought she might have had some advice for you then. She is saying aquaplaning can be fun if you're only car on the road, not it's scary.
Been there, done that. Don't like it anymore.
That's it. Well, I know when you hit the water, you don't hit the brakes, sort of thing.
I know. It was one part of it. It says water over the road. They had the caution car on the side of the road, and when I hit it, you couldn't see it.
Yeah,
it just looked like road, and I just hit it, and it was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I grabbed hold of the steering wheel. It was like, okay, no brake, no brake.
Yeah.
Got out the other side. My heart was racing, and it was like,
yeah. And that's the thing, because people's instant reaction would be to hit the brake.
It is,
and come to that stop, where that is what's going to, the water is going to make it even worse, sort of thing. So first thing I do, foot off the pedal and, just let it slow down to a pace that is comfortable, but keep the motion going, sort of thing, depending on how deep the water is too. So, you hear so many stories about water over roads and stuff like that. But for me, I grew up as a country girl. So I'm lucky that, we were involved with forward driving and different stuff as kids with my parents and that. So you watch Dad a lot, what he did.
Exactly.
Now he sort of sits back and has a snooze in the afternoon. Oh, he's probably listening, so I said that to get a bite.
I grew up, doing burnouts and,
Yeah. I love it. Sorry, are you still speaking there, Hannah, or have I lost you?
It's my confidence.
Oh, sorry, you just dropped out there, hun. Whoops. We've just lost Dee completely. She dropped out and now her thing has gone. So, all right, I'm just going to drop her out and mute her just while she reloads in that way. Gotta love technology when they all decide to make changes at different times and it takes a bit to catch up. All right, well, let's bring Ashley up and say hello to Ashley. Put her up, even though we can't see her. Hey, hun, how you going?
Good. How are you?
That's good. Thank you. Enjoying school holidays?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So, how you been?
Not too bad. Our breakaway was nice just to escape.
That's right. You were down near the water, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to be home though. Oops, I think Ashley's frozen now, or have I frozen? Gotta love technology, don't you? So we've got Shy. Sorry, honey, if I said your name wrong. He is saying hello as well. All right, we have lost Ashley as well. So we might actually give up on the green room. For some reason, the screens aren't working very well, but I've just clicked on that and that has come up. So if you are interested in ordering a deck of the Inner Soul Guidance cards, please do go to innersoulguidance.com.au and pre-order yours. Hopefully they will be in our hot little hands within a week or so. Fingers crossed. I'm crossing my fingers here and bumping the remote and the microphone at the same time. I've just got my double screen back. Let's try Ashley. Let's get rid of that and try Ashley. Oops. Let's bring Ashley up and see if that will work. Hide.
Hello.
Oh my God, it's working. It went, it came, it went, and it came again.
Yeah.
So, I can see you. Yay. Your pretty smiley face. So, but yeah, sorry, hon, when you were speaking, you froze.
Yeah.
So I missed what you were saying. Sorry.
Oh, just that we're home from the beach and now I'm house sitting, looking after a little puppy. Oh, hello.
Oh, how cute. What sort of puppy? Fluffy one.
She's a poodle cross. She's
just
gorgeous. You say hi.
Is she only small or is she a big poodle?
No, she's tiny. She's so beautiful. Yeah.
Is she? We went and visited a friend and staying down at Semaphore Caravan Park last weekend, and they have two beautiful I don't even know what they are, what sort they are, but they're like a poodle, looking like that, but they are horse size. They're a special breed, and they are very active young little things. So my mum's here saying hi, Ashley.
Hello.
I'm going to make sure I can bring that up. And Roz is saying we can see you on screen. Wonderful. Okay. So something's realigned itself finally. Did you have a question, honey, that you would like to ask?
Not that I would ever be impatient, but
I'm there with you. Seriously.
Yeah. Any updates on when my future husband's coming along, please?
I got this year with that, so I felt very much this year. The card I drew was the breath card. So breathe, be patient.
I've been patient for nearly 3 years.
Oh, exactly. So are you needing to put yourself out there more?
I'm trying.
Yeah, wonderful. See him coming in. See him come when you least expect it, sort of thing in that way. But I do feel that somebody is coming into your life this year. And I'm very much drawn to the 48, which comes down to a 12, which is a 3. So whether it's 3 weeks, 3 months, or the third of the month when you look at it numerology-wise with that. But it's got a good feeling to All right. I wish I could wave my magic wand. I need a magic wand. I need to go and visit Harry Potter, borrow his wand and create him for you. Make him happen now. Stamp your foot. Tell the universe you want your man now.
I got told if I'm demanding, though, it won't happen. Please.
I believe there's a time that we need to be patient, and there comes a time that we go past patient that we need to stamp our foot. So if patience isn't working for you, I say just stamp your foot and see what happens.
All right, I will.
All right. So, but no, just take a breath, realign your energy, release what is no longer serving you, find your inner energy and balance. So single life is no longer serving you.
Yeah.
You deserve happiness. All right. And the partner side of it, Roz is saying patience is a virtue. You're telling us, Roz. So I know.
I say that to the school kids.
Well, then we expect them to be patient, but it's not the same for us adults in that way. So, gotta love it, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, honey. But yes, it does feel this year. So I feel that you will celebrate Christmas with a partner in that way. All right. And the way this year's going, that's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't wish it away, should we?
No.
Beautiful.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah, me either. I needs to slow down a little bit. But I've just got this feeling once we get past mid-year, things are really going to pick up and be more positive. Things are going to fall in place for a lot of us. So the struggles, the challenges, that side of things is going to get much better. Yeah. So for now, you're just going to have to cuddle that beautiful, I was going to say teddy, beautiful puppy. He looks like a teddy. So wonderful. All right, hon. Good to see you. Take care.
You too. Thanks so much.
And I'll send any single men that are decent your way.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, hon. Take care. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Love it. I totally get being impatient. It is a hard thing. She's come back. Well, let's drop you back down. Gotta love technology. Now, Dee, that we lost, she says, thank you for the card. It's exactly what I needed. I need to remember my inner strength. Have a good night. And Ros Bounty, thank you for your readings. Bless. You are very welcome. And Dee, I'm very sure Ros was very honoured to do that for you. And I'm pleased that you have been able to make some headway there as well. Ros is saying, always a pleasure. All right, so thanks, Dee. Okay, well, we are out of time again. Katie is here saying, hey, ladies, love your vibes. Now, Katie, I can see, let's do it. Let's jump on there. It's a big message. It says, don't want to be a downer, but I recently been diagnosed with a chronic illness and struggling with constantly trying to explain it and side effects to those around me, work, family, etc. Any advice, or could you please ask for strength from the other side to help? Thank you so much. Well, honey, when you said that, the strength from the other side, I already felt that you have asked for that and they are listening. Now, I will send you some healing as well. I totally understand to a degree, because we never totally understand what somebody is going through unless we've been through it ourselves. I live with chronic pain and have some issues myself. Okay, so I understand what it is like for pain wise. I'm just thinking, because I actually, you probably weren't here for the start of the show, but maybe you may need to catch the replay. I was talking about how this week I am running a 5-day Epic Life challenge that is free, but it is done inside of a closed Facebook group. If you inbox me, hun, I'd be happy to give you the link to that group, and you can then apply, you can request to join and I'll let you in. On day one of the challenge, which was on Monday, I don't even know the direction I was heading with the challenge that day off of the top of my head now. can use our breath work, our energy, to do the healing side of stuff and help heal the cells and how cells hold on to memory, and we need to make them happier and different things. I went into a lot of detail in there. That, just to watch that video may give you some help there. Maybe I just need to do a show on this as well, because I don't mind sharing the techniques, the tools that I have learnt over the years to manage my own pain. If my doctors had their way, I would be taking something like about 8 or 9 different tablets these days. I take 2, which are my blood pressure tablets, which aren't related to my body, physical chronic pain and stuff like that. So yes, occasionally I do take painkillers when it gets really bad, but I try to manage it. And fortunately, doing this work, when I'm reading, I let go of the body pain. And when I come out of that, I then start to feel it in that sense. Okay. So let me know, people, who in the comments suffers with pain? Who would like to hear more about how I manage my pain? I am not a doctor. I am not trained in the medical field in any way. Okay. Ross is just saying, oops, in and out and freezing screens. Thanks, Roz. And Nadine saying it's all good. Beautiful. All right. Nadine is saying no for something. So Katie, I sent you lots of healing, honey. Keep your head up and try not to take on other people's energies as well. All right, because we do take on other people's energy. So when we're feeling down within ourselves and constantly need to explain ourselves and go over and over it, that gets us run down as well in that sense. So try to find a balance, honey. Nurture yourself, listen to your body. And this is a really good time to be putting yourself first and looking after you rather than worrying about everybody else as well. Okay, give yourself the permission to have this time too, honey. Okay. Sammy is saying, yes, please. Trip's been in pain all my life. Okay. All right. That sounds amazing. I've dealt with it myself on awful things, and now put people are judgy and ask a lot of questions, and I just want to be by myself without the illness. Yeah, I totally understand that, honey, because I totally get, how, because what we're doing is when we keep explaining it, we're keeping that energy in heightened, we're keeping it live. So for myself, I don't usually talk about my health issues too often or very much with people. Like for me, I've got fibromyalgia as well. And like at the moment, my eyes are blurry, which I know is my sign usually that my fibro is about to flare up. And that's where I need to then start to nurture myself and listen to my body. But at the same time, I know there's times I need to push through the pain as well to try to live as normal life as possible at the same time. So I totally get you, honey. Okay, Sammy's saying, yes. Okay, beautiful. You're just explaining what the TRPS is. Wonderful. Thanks, honey. Now, this is just my opinion, and I'm not saying I'm right. I know there are so many groups out there with fibro and different people and stuff that suffer with pain, and they get on there and they communicate with each other, and it's a support system. I get that, and we can help each other and share knowledge. But at the same time, for me, I personally find those pages are overwhelming and depressing, because you've got people on there struggling. They're in that negative mindset, and mindset is a very big part of it, which Katie, I'm guessing you've already worked out that is a part of it as well in that sense. So, it is difficult when we are in pain to stay in that positive mindset, or as positive as we possibly can. That can be exhausting in itself. So to getting into those groups, I'm going to say, if you are somebody that reaches out with no matter what you're going through, and you do find yourself getting into groups like that, just be careful, be aware that we can take on those energy of others and carry their emotions, their pains and stuff. For me, I'm an empath, so it doesn't take much for me to pick up on other people's stuff in that way. All right. So sending you lots of love and healing, and don't let the judgy people get to you, honey. It's not worth it. Reflect that energy back at them. They don't know what you're living through because they're not in your shoes. All right. I used to struggle with that a lot in the early days. Now I'm talking probably nearly 20 years ago, was the first time I had quite a long-lasting injury in that way. All right. Okay, just a reminder, if you want to buy a deck of our cards, we have a couple of pallets on their way. They are selling quite quickly, so certainly jump onto innersoul.com.au. The address is going across the bottom where you can pre-order them, and as soon as they come through customs in Brisbane, they will land here in Adelaide and we will have them posted out to you. Now, don't forget also, we do have the May Body, Mind and Psychic Expo coming up at Wayville Showgrounds for those here in South Australia or Adelaide on the 29th and the 30th of May. Mum, I got the dates right this time. I was telling everybody it was the 28th and 29th. So, Ros, maybe check your calendar, honey, in case I told you the wrong day. We set up on the Friday, but the expo is open on the 29th and the 30th. As well. Good night, Nadine. Lee, I'm just going to quickly pull you a card, honey, and the stag is the card that's come out. Observe and pay attention. Step back, see the bigger picture. There's more than meets the eye. So what are you missing? I love the way the silver they all reflect. All right, so Lee, that is for you, hon. If you want to learn more about your own intuition, I do have a beginner's workshop. I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked today, but up to yesterday, we did have 4 spaces left, and that is being held in North Adelaide on the 1st and 2nd of May from 10 to 4 both days. If I remember correctly, the workshop is $420 for the weekend. And like I said, there is only 4 places left in that workshop. All right, Emily, good night, honey. And she's saying good night to Roz as well. Beautiful. Looks like we've got another scammer coming in. All right. You are welcome, Lee. It is my pleasure, honey. All right, so let's leave it there. Roz is saying, yep, Leanne, remember the expo and the dates in my diary. Beautiful. So I told you the right dates, hon. Mum's been paying me out because I had the wrong dates. All right, excellent. Let's leave it there. Just remember, people, don't inbox those people asking you to contact them. They are scammers. Get the message, guys? Piss off. I said that rather politely too, didn't I? All right. Take care. Have some time for yourselves. Nurture you. Be true to yourself. And I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Bye for now.